Well, hello. This is Rosetta coming to you from Chicago. And welcome to the meal.x.y.z Bible Studies. And today I want to come to read about the birth of Christ. Today is Christmas, December the 25th, 2018. And we know that the reason why we celebrate Christmas is because the birth of Christ. So the title of this video is Jesus is the reason for the season. And I'm going to start with the book of St. Luke. I'm going to start in the book of St. Luke. I was going to start in the second chapter, but instead I'm going to start in the first chapter of St. Luke, beginning at the 26th verse. It says here, and the title is The Birth of Jesus Foretold. And in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel sent from God unto a city of Galilee called Nazareth to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph, uh, of the house of David, meaning he was a relative of David, King David of the old version. Old Testament. And the virgin's name was Mary. And the angel came into her. The angel came in unto her and said, "Hail, thou art highly favored. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women." And when she saw him, she was troubled at his saying, and cast in her mind what manner of salutation this should be, meaning that it bothered her. And the angel said unto her, "Fear not, or don't be upset, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God, favor with God. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David. Jesus was a relative of David also. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever. And his kingdom, he said, and of his kingdom there shall be no end. So I'm going to skip forward up to Luke, same book, but we're in the second chapter now. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. You know, like we pay our taxes now. Nowadays, we pay our taxes. Guess what? They had to pay taxes back then. and this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor over Syria, and all went to be taxed. Everybody went to pay their taxes, everyone to his own city. And Joseph, remember Joseph, the husband of Mary, also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth into Judea, into the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David. He was kin to David as well. And the house of David, okay, to be taxed with Mary, his wife, his espoused wife, meaning she was pregnant, being great with child. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room in the inn. And as you read further, you read about the angels and the shepherds that came to confirm Jesus' birth, and it goes into the details. The book of Luke is really a book, a really a really good book to read. All the Bible is a good book to read, but the book of Luke give more of a descriptive, a better description of Jesus' early life. It gives you more details, and so I encourage everyone. If you the book of Luke, Saint Luke is in the New Testament. Is called it is according to the four. I think we call it the four Gospels of the beginning, four Gospels of the New Testament. So it's in the New Testament. It's behind the book of Mark and right before the book of, I want to be for sure, yeah, it's right behind the book of Mark and before the book of St. John, okay? So it's right behind the book of St. Mark and right before the book of St. John. So I encourage you to really read the book of Luke. Like I said, it gives an excellent description of Jesus, his birth, his early life, and even his death on the cross. Okay, and I just wanted to come and read about the birth of Jesus because we know and we realize and we understand that the purpose of celebrating Christmas is to really celebrate the birth of Christ. We know we get the gifts and we get the good food and enjoy our families and you know you might do volunteer work this day. You might, who knows? You might have to work. Who knows? But we still understand that the main purpose of Christmas is to celebrate the birth of Christ. Okay, so I just want you to be encouraged, be inspired. No, you may not have received that gift you were looking for, but that's okay. That's okay. This too shall pass. And so maybe you get it next Christmas. Who knows? But just be encouraged and know that remember Jesus is the reason for the season. Okay, this is Rosetta coming to you from Chicago and saying thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching this video of meal.x.y.z Bible studies. Take care.